Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video. And not only welcome to today's video, but welcome to this new series that I have decided to do on my channel, where I'm going to be sharing the top 5 and bottom 1 product from all of my favourite and your favourite brands. So if you want to know where to start with Charlotte Tilbury, what is worth the money, what is worth trying first, what to prioritise and what not to touch with a barge pole ever, then you've come to the right place. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so like I said, this is going to be a new series for my channel. I did do a few of these videos yonks ago, literally yonks. But obviously in a few years, a lot more products have come along, so everything has changed and I didn't really do that many brands. And I feel like these videos are really good to do for a few reasons. One, if you're not really familiar with a brand and you've no idea where to start, this is going to be great because it's going to give you like the first few products to try to really get to know the brand and to see what is the best that they have to offer. And it's also telling you what to not waste your money with, even when it comes to brands that I love. Also, as you guys know, I'm in the process of moving. We're moving in 2 weeks. And I'm trying to get as many videos filmed as possible so that when I move and I can't film, you guys still have some videos going up. And these videos are short and sweet and to the point, and I only have to find 6 products in the boxes that I've started to pack. So a few, some selfish, some for you reasons why I want to do this series. So please let me know in the comment section which brands you want me to do next. On my list, I've got Dior, Lisa Eldridge, Chanel, Natasha Denona, Hourglass, Tom Ford, Pat McGrath. What else? And what do you want next? Tell me the brand that you would like to see next in this series in the comment section down below. And the most popular one will go up next. So we are of course starting with Charlotte Tilbury for a few reasons. One of my favourite brands ever. It's now kind of neck and neck with Lisa Eldridge for being my absolute all-time favourite brand. But Charlotte Tilbury undoubtedly has more in their selection of products because they're a much bigger brand that's been established for a lot longer than Lisa Eldridge, which is still a fairly relatively new brand in the scheme of things. So I feel like with Charlotte Tilbury's brand, there's a lot to choose from. It's a little overwhelming. There are a lot of products because she's been around for such a long time. And they are a brand that like to churn out a lot of products and a lot of limited edition products. So it can feel a little overwhelming. So let's start off with what I think is probably my favorite product from Charlotte Tilbury. The one that I would say if you were only going to try one thing from Charlotte Tilbury, I would have to tell you to try her Push Up Lashes mascara. This is the mascara I have on today. This is my Holy Grail mascara and it has been my Holy Grail mascara since it launched. And I just looked up how long ago that was. It was 4 years. Pardon? I'm shocked to my core. I must have been through 10 of these, probably more now that we say it's 4 years. The only reason I say I haven't been through more is because this is the longest lasting mascara of all time. I can use one of these for months and it never dries out, it never stops performing. You can literally use this mascara until it runs out, which I think is a unique experience for me with mascara. Usually I get, you know, with a lot of mascaras, 3 weeks of solid, great performance. With a better mascara, I might get 6 weeks. With this, I probably get double that until it's literally run out. So that is one of the special things about this mascara. I do love the packaging, but I just love the effect it gives me with no effort. It's very lifting and separating, but it's still dramatic and fluttery, and it gives me that spiky sort of fanned out lash that really opens up your eyes and makes them look huge, and it's perfect for lower lashes as well. It has a very unique wand. You see it has that completely flat side and then the bristles on the edges there, which really allows you to push your lashes up, as the name would suggest, and give you all that luscious lift and then comb through to get that separation. Now, there are lots of people, believe it or not, who don't like this mascara. Bear in mind, it's a bit of a learning curve. It's very different as far as the wand and therefore how you would best get the best out of this mascara. You wouldn't, or I would, don't. Not to tell you what to do, of course, but I don't use this like I do every other mascara that has a more traditional brush wand where you might just sort of, you know, wiggle it through or blink onto the brush to get it coated onto your lashes. I use this quite differently because the wand is very different. So I will use that flat side and sort of almost like push the lashes up, like slide the wand against the lashes to really get them coated very quickly and efficiently with a lot of product, and then I'll turn the wand and comb it through the lashes, and that's how I get as much product onto the lash, keeping it separated and keeping like kapow lashes fanned out with like one coat. Today this is two sort of quickish coats because I wasn't hanging around, and I can get one coat out of this mascara and my lashes be amazing lashes of dreams, really impactful. So that's perfect if you're in a rush, and because that wand is so narrow, it's really easy to use on your bottom lashes as well without it becoming too much, without it touching your skin or smudging everywhere or just giving you really like spidery bottom lashes. It's the mascara of dreams for me. It's never been beaten in 4 years. Truly remarkable. I love it. Next up, the foundation. This is the Beautiful Skin foundation. If you are an olive friend like myself, if you have an olive undertone, Charlotte Tilbury has some of the best natural neutral olive undertones that I've ever found. So that's one thing that really counts for Charlotte Tilbury when it comes to her foundations. This is my favorite foundation that the brand offers. It's their sort of skin-like option for foundation, but with decent coverage. So I'm wearing it today. It gives me a medium coverage with a natural glowy skin-like finish that's juicy and fresh and youthful and wears beautifully. This is definitely one of these products that represents the brand's aesthetic, I think, really, really clearly. It's very Charlotte Tilbury makeup. If you look at Charlotte Tilbury's socials and you see the type of makeup that she uses to represent the brand, that she does on the runway, that her nieces do on her social media, it's always like glowy bridal is how I would describe Charlotte Tilbury as a brand. That's kind of the aesthetic of the brand, and this is exactly that in a foundation. It's natural, it's skin-like, it's like you but better with a little zhuzh on the top. It's enhancing what you've got naturally without taking away from your natural beauty. It's youthful, it's glowy, it's flattering. I love this foundation so much. I feel like it's very underrated. Her undertones of all of her foundations also are really great. Some of the best I've found for a natural olive undertone. I love this so much. It's been around quite a while now. Can't get enough. Great for travel as well because it is that streamline packaging. It's not glass, so it won't smash in your suitcase. Bonuses everywhere. Next up, let's talk about my favorite lip formula from Charlotte Tilbury. She does have quite a few lip formulas to choose from. So which one would I suggest you try first? Which one is the best? So this one for me, this selection for me, comes with a little bit of an unfortunate caveat. So my all-time favorite formula from Charlotte Tilbury is the Superstar Lips. These are magical. I love them so much. They have this gorgeous, glowy, sheeny finish. They're these stunning, skinny, slimline lipsticks. They had some gorgeous shades. You might notice that I said had there. That's a hint as to the caveat. Beautiful, sort of medium, buildable opacity. They feel delightful on the lips. For such a shiny lipstick, they're quite long wearing, really nice and comfortable and hydrating. What's the problem, I hear you cry? I don't know what is the problem. You tell me, Charlotte Tilbury. So there used to be like 10 shades of these Superstar lips, and some of these shades are like my all-time favorite lipsticks, but she's discontinued almost all of the shades. Currently on her website, she has 2 that are in stock and 1 that it says is still, you know, not discontinued, but has been out of stock for a very long time. So we basically have 2 shades to choose from in these. I really hope these don't just forever disappear, and actually she brings back all of the stunning shades we had in this lipstick, because this is my favorite formula from the brand, and I love pretty much all of her formulas. So I wish you would bring these back and bring lots more colours, because they were amazing. They are without question my favourite lip formula from Charlotte Tilbury. But I do want to give you a plan B. So I'm not counting this as another category, one of my 5, but if these are fully gone where you are, or they do get discontinued fully in the future, the next best thing would be her kissing formula. So this is similar, obviously the packaging is different, this is more of her standard size bullet, similar kind of amount of colour. I'd say the kissing formula is a little less shiny than the Superstar lips. So this is the kissing formula, and this is the Superstar lips. So I think you can see there is a finish difference. I would also say that the Superstar lips are slightly less opaque. They're a bit more of a natural level of pigmentation. They also are lighter, and I prefer the feel of them on the lips. So this is the kissing formula in the shade Naughty Talk. This is the lipstick I'm wearing today. And then this is the Superstar lips formula that I absolutely love so much in the very annoyingly discontinued shade Glow Kiss. So you can see it is glowier and not as opaque as the kissing formula. So I do love the kissing formula, but my favourite ever is the Superstar lips. If you can get your hands on them, that for me would be my first recommendation for a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. She also has an insane amount of shades across all of the other formulas to choose from, something for every skin tone and undertone, so much choice, which we love, except for when it comes to the Superstar lips for some annoying reason. Okay, so my 4th choice for my top 5 products from Charlotte Tilbury is going to be boring. Okay, I can only apologise. I say boring because it's not like an exciting step of makeup. You know, I love doing blush. I love doing mascara. I don't love setting spray. I don't love using it. It's not particularly exciting to apply. To me, it's not particularly exciting to purchase or to look at, but the performance of Charlotte Tilbury's setting spray convinced me that they existed, that it was a thing. It wasn't just a marketing ploy to make us spray very expensive water on our faces and everybody laugh at us in the boardroom. This actually, in fact, does very much extend the life of my makeup really noticeably. If I'm going on a day where it's warm, we had our sports day the other day and we were going to be in a field sweltering hot for a solid 4 hours and then have a picnic before we could go home. You know, we have a lot of things like festivals, family festivals, air shows, all that good stuff all summer long. And if I'm wearing makeup, I'm wearing this on top of it in those conditions, okay? If I just need my makeup to last from morning to noon and night, there's a song in there somewhere, this is what I'm relying on. It's so good. I don't think you could use this and really test it out and not see that it is working. It's so effective. I think everyone I've ever seen, from really top makeup artists to makeup reviewers like myself, talking about this, we all solidly agree that this is one of the only makeup setting sprays that actually does what it says on the tin and extends noticeably the wear of makeup. So while it might seem a bit boring and not that exciting to spend your money on or look at or use, it is absolutely worth the investment and worth trying if you have problems with your makeup lasting, or you've got an event or a wedding or something where you need your makeup to stay for like 10 hours and more. This is your girl. And finally, we're going to talk about one of the product launches that whenever Charlotte Tilbury comes out with something like this, it just gets my heart, my blood pumping, okay? a face palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Oof. Suits you, sir. This is the Nudegasm palette. This is the brand new one. I did have the original and it didn't look quite as pretty and unloved as this one does. My daughter now owns that one and I have a spanking brand new one because this was re-released recently. I think, unfortunately, it has gone again now. I don't know if it will be restocked again or not, but I did want to include this because Charlotte Tilbury does do face palettes fairly regularly and they are always amazing, always glorious, glowy finishes, always so pretty and beautiful. Charlotte Tilbury, like myself, we are like this, we're like sisters by other misters. She loves a peach, so you can always count on Charlotte Tilbury. She's putting out a cheek palette, there's probably going to be a peachy shade in there, which for me is absolutely ideal because those are my favourite makeup tones. She always nails the packaging, it's always gorgeous, so it feels very luxurious. And I know for a fact, because I've seen them, that there are cheek palettes coming from Charlotte Tilbury very soon. So that's why I'm including something that might seem like it's gone, this specific palette at the moment, but I want to give you a heads up that if you see a Charlotte Tilbury cheek palette, just know you won't be disappointed. They're always gorgeous, always beautiful to blend, always give you that gorgeous glowy Charlotte Tilbury skin in a palette. Perfect for cheeks and eyes. She loves to include a bronzer in her cheek palettes, which I really appreciate, as well as always stunning blushes and highlighters that are so just beautifully luminous. They just really tickle my pickle. What can I say? So you have been warned, there are some coming, okay, but don't tell the others. Shh. And now we come to my least favourite ever product from Charlotte Tilbury, one that I would advise you strongly steer clear of. Don't waste your money or your time on this product, okay? It seems harsh, but it's the truth, I promise you. It's these Eyes to Mesmerise, the matte version. Now, I don't know if these have been discontinued. They appear to have gone from the Charlotte Tilbury website. She's hidden them. She'd like to pretend they never happened, I'm sure. But they are still widely available on retailer sites, so I'm hoping she got the hint and she's got rid of them and we can all just move on with our lives and forget that they ever happened. But because they are still out there, I do want to warn you to take heed of these cheeky little devils. I feel like there's like a spider in my eyebrow. Oh phew, it was just my own hair from my head. So that's good news. Now, I don't have these Eyes to Mesmerise anymore because I sort of tried to fight myself into liking them and finding the good somewhere, but I couldn't do it. And I don't know anyone that I dislike enough to have sort of gifted these to, so I think these went in the bin, which I know some people are going to be furious at me for, but I used them, so they aren't donatable. And like I said, no one I know wanted them. Okay, they were not a good time. They were a wild mistake, let's say. And I also feel like they really let the side down for the brand because that level of like just poor product was just not, it's not typical of Charlotte Tilbury. She's rarely put out a product, if ever, other than these, that she has had to sort of quickly discontinue that was intended to be a permanent product. And her regular Eyes to Mesmerise are one of her most popular products. So we all have very high hopes for these. I mean, I don't want to speak for the group, but I did. I thought these were going to be fantastic. I think these came out before Lisa Eldridge's Liquid Lurex, her silk shadows, which are phenomenal, by the way. And those were what I expected these Charlotte Tilbury pots to be. I thought these were going to be gorgeous shadow primers, one and done, natural everyday, sort of bit of buffing something onto the eye, easy, effortless in a little pot. That's what I thought we were going to be getting, but these were so dry and so thick and heavy on the eye. They were unflattering, they felt heavy, they were tricky to use. I don't have anything good to say about them. I like to give, you know, a bit of a sandwich when I criticise products, but there's only lettuce here. So if I was going to tell you to avoid one product from the Charlotte Tilbury brand, it would be these Matte eyes to mesmerise. Pots, don't bother. Okay, take heed. I beg you, take the heed. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my top 5 and bottom 1 from Charlotte Tilbury. I beg you to let me know, what is your number 1 favourite product from this brand and your least worst thing you've ever tried from them? Let us know in the comment section down below. And please also let me know what brand you want to see next in this series. Is it one of those that I listed at the beginning? Is it a different brand that I haven't mentioned? Please let me know which one you want to see next. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.